Welcome to our StudiGuide course, Search and Seizure, the Fourth Amendment. During this course, I will explain what will be covered and how it will be covered for your examination. You will be able to recognize constitutional protections guaranteed by the Fourth Amendment, standing and how it applies to an expectation of privacy, probable cause to search and its link between the Fourth Amendment protections and search and seizure law, how the exclusionary rule applies to a peace officer's collection of evidence, how probable cause serves as a basis for obtaining a search warrant, the necessary conditions for securing an area pending issuance of a search warrant, the elements for compliance with the knock-and-notice requirements when serving a search warrant, the application of the nexus rule while conducting an authorized search, why plain view seizure does not constitute a search, the legal requirements for seizure of items in plain view, the conditions and circumstances where warrantless searches and seizures are considered reasonable and legal, the scope and necessary conditions for conducting a vehicle inventory, the legal framework establishing a peace officer's authority to seize physical evidence from a subject's body with a warrant and without a warrant, the conditions under which a peace officer may use reasonable force to prevent a subject from swallowing or attempting to swallow evidence, the conditions necessary for legally obtaining blood samples, the conditions for legally obtaining non-intrusive bodily evidence such as fingerprints and handwriting samples. You will be able to recognize the scope and necessary conditions for conducting the following types of warrantless searches: cursory, frisk, or pat-down search, consent searches, searches pursuant to exigent circumstances, searches incident to arrest, probation parole searches. You will be able to recognize the scope and necessary conditions for conducting the following types of motor vehicle searches: probable cause searches, seizures of items in plain view, protective searches, consent searches, searches incident to custodial arrest, instrumentality searches. You will be able to identify the concept of reasonable expectation of privacy, the time limitations for serving a search warrant, the importance of a peace officer's neutral role during an identification procedure, officers' actions before, during, and after an identification procedure to prevent impermissible law enforcement suggestiveness when conducting a field show-up, photographic spread, and custodial lineup. This is more than likely all you'll be tested on during this specific written examination. Selected information from this written examination will also appear on your mid-course and end-of-course proficiency examinations.